Jason Stamm with TechSideline.com here with one of the newest Virginia Tech commits, Harrison Saint Germain. And Harrison, I guess, tell me, first of all, what was it like, or what was the biggest factor, I guess, in you deciding that you want to commit to Virginia Tech?
Mm-hmm. Well, just being a kid from Northern Virginia, you kind of only hear about Virginia Tech and what the atmosphere is like and the food and the just where it is, Blacksburg. Everybody loves Blacksburg. And there's a bunch of kids and a bunch of parents who are alumni from Virginia Tech, and they kind of pushed it. And so once I got that offer, I kind of knew right away that this is a place that I would want to be.
So I got to ask, man, like, did you, obviously during COVID, COVID's made it hard for anybody to travel anywhere. Have you physically been on campus at Virginia Tech yet?
I've not.
So what were the biggest things that you went by with that? I assume you did some virtual stuff. You did some research. What did you kind of go by since you could not go there in person?
Just one of the biggest factors was the way that they use their tight end, just because with COVID and everything, there's a lot of teams that aren't taking as many commits. So finding a place that values the tight end and uses them was a really big factor for me.
That's a good point. I mean, going back to, you had Bucky Hodges a few years ago, you had Dalton Keene, James Mitchell. Like, what can you see from how they've used the tight end? How do you feel like your game is going to adapt or be a good fit, I guess, for what they do with the tight end?
I think it fits perfectly just because Virginia Tech uses their ability with the tight end to move them all around the field, whether it's in the H-back position or flexed out wide. And just like that, just their ability to use it is really good.
So, I mean, H-back, that kind of that you would be good in, you would feel comfortable, I guess, in that role even as an H-back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me about even coach-wise. So it was Coach Shebus and Coach Tyler that recruited you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me about that relationship with them and how much did they factor in your decision?
Coach Shebus is the best. I mean, he hit me up a while back, and just there was an immediate spark between our relationship. And the first time he called me, it was awesome. He's really outgoing and is kind of more about football or more about life than he is football. So he wants to connect with the kids more so than he wants to critique them about their play style and everything else. So that was a big factor.
I know Coach Tyler, being a Nova guy himself, did that make it any easier to identify with him? He's from very close to where you are. Like, I don't know. Like, did that help even with him?
Yes, it did. He actually played at Oakton, so he's really familiar with the Westfield program and everything that we've done over the years. And so talking to him it made it really easy to understand what it's like coming from Nova and then going down to play for Tech and then later on coach for them. So, yeah, that was really important to me.
So you guys are starting spring season now. What are some things, or you've started spring season, I guess, this last week. What are some things that you want to be working on during the season, even going into summer and I guess hopefully getting back to some normal schedule this fall? What are some things you want to be working on? What do you need to be doing?
Just working on using my size to go up and get balls and whatnot, and then just kind of working on spreading the field, using speed to overcome cornerbacks and safeties and stuff like that.
So you only played a game so far, Harrison. But what's it been like having a spring season? I know that's got to be a weird, or at least I would think it'd be kind of a weird feeling. Like you guys went a long time in between games. What's it been like being able to get back out there, I guess, first of all?
Just being able to get out there is probably the biggest. It's just a win every single time we have a practice or a game. You can't look at it as anything as a loss. You can't take anything for granted either, because we've had some pauses. So now we know what it's like not to have our season. So every time we're out there with the guys, it's really special.
Anything that people don't know about you, Harrison? Do you have any kind of hidden talents or hobbies, or have you been to Antarctica? Like, I don't know. Are there any different things that people don't know about you?
Not really. I'm pretty straightforward.
Is there one do you have a hidden talent?
I mean, I can juggle really well.
There you go. Like, so how did you learn? How did you get into juggling? Was that just something you
It
have
pretty
somebody
much
that
just,
did, or like how'd you get into that?
I just saw somebody doing it, and I was like, that's pretty cool. So I just looked up a YouTube video, and I learned in about 5 minutes, and then it's just really helped with hand-eye coordination and everything like that. So,
Wow, you self-taught juggler. Okay, are you juggling? Are we talking about like hacky sack kind of stuff, little balls, or are you doing like milk jugs? Like, what are you juggling?
no, just tennis balls right now.
Are you gonna work your way up to something else past that?
Probably not.
Well, I don't know if there's any juggling competitions in Blacksburg, but I gotta think you'd be right up there if there was something. But anyway, so any message to Virginia Tech fans?
Be ready. Virginia to Virginia Tech's gonna be a big move.
Mr. Harrison Saint Germain, you guys have was 6 games this season?
Yes,
Harrison?
sir.
6 games and then the playoffs, so abbreviated, but I think we're going to be seeing a lot more on you coming soon because obviously didn't have it in the fall, so now a lot more is going to be coming out. So I'm sure Virginia Tech fans will be very eager to see how you do this spring. But Harrison, thank you very much for joining me. Check back with plenty more on techsideline.com. Thanks, Harrison.
Absolutely. Thank you.